Hi guys, it's ASBYT and welcome back to a brand new video, and today is the day that a lot of you guys have been waiting for. It's the launch of the OnePlus 7 and the OnePlus 7 Pro. We have two different models from OnePlus this year, and I was one of the first to get my hands on one. This is the OnePlus 7 Pro. I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing and my first impressions review. So without further ado, woohoo, let's get straight to it. I'm trying to use my time wisely whilst travelling, so we're going to do this live from the hotel room. Now, I've been promised there's goodies inside, and this might be one of the first unboxings out there. Gotta be worth a like, surely. Now, very quickly, I am going to run a giveaway around this OnePlus launch. Stay tuned right to the end of the video because I will be explaining how you can enter the giveaway. Well, so firstly, we take off the outside box, and inside we have the reviewer's unit for the OnePlus 7 Pro in the traditional OnePlus white and red colours. Then we flip open the outside lid, followed by the second part of the lid, and then we're greeted with another tradition, the words never settle. So if we lift that section up, inside we have the reviewer's guide, but we don't need that, do we? I'm joking, of course. Someone in the OnePlus office has spent hours of time on this, so I'm going to give it the courtesy it deserves. But underneath that segment, we of course are greeted with the OnePlus 7 Pro. Pretty much identical boxing to what we've seen with OnePlus before. White, red, this OnePlus community band as well. And on there, a little message saying, a place for like-minded individuals to learn, share, and inspire each other with their passion for tech. Beautiful. Brought a tear to my eye. And the actual model that I have here is the Nebula Blue with 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage. 12 gigabytes of RAM! Overkill? Possibly, but I'm not going to complain. The other colour available on launch is Mirror Grey. Before we open this and delve in, there's also one more box inside. There's actually two, and that is a warp charge car adapter. I'm not sure if it's availability in certain countries at this moment in time, but if you are interested in that, let me know in the comments and I'll try my best to find out for you. But also in here, another product which is going to be very, very popular. It's the Bullets Wireless 2, ladies and gents. And I will do a separate review video on these as well. Now, just when you thought that was everything, there's one more little drawer. And if we slide it open, two OnePlus 7 cases. One of them's like a sandstone and the other one is in like a nylon. Right, so let's crank these bad boys open. Now, unfortunately, I left my unboxing knife at home, but do not fear, we've got a hotel spoon. Right, so inside we have, of course, the car adapter to charge your device using Warp Charge again. And we have the Type-C to Type-A cable. And also a tiny little manual. That's cute. Right, so putting that aside, now let's get on to the McDaddy. So as I said, this is the OnePlus 7 Pro. There is also a regular OnePlus 7, and I know a lot of you are interested in that model as well, so I am planning to bring you content on that. But right now, we're talking the Pro. So we take off the plastic coating, we remove the red band. Also on the back of the band, it says, the OnePlus community is the best place to learn about your device. Meet new friends and enter exclusive contests. Join us through the community app on your new phone. And then we lift the lid. And the first thing you're greeted with is, of course, your trusted manuals. Also inside the box, we have, of course, the device itself. And not only does it look gigantic, but also beautiful. Don't know why my voice went like that. Also inside the box, we have the charging plug and we have the Type-C charging cable. 30 watts warp charge, very similar, well, actually identical to the technology in the OnePlus 6T McLaren edition. And it is one of the fastest charging technologies currently available on the market. So let's quickly go over all the specs. The SoC in here is, of course, the Snapdragon 855. In terms of RAM and storage, we have three different variants. 8 gigabytes of RAM with 128 gigabytes of storage, 8 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of storage, and 12 gigabytes of RAM with 256 gigabytes of storage, which is the model that I have here. So there is no 10 gigabyte model, and there's no higher storage than 256. And there is no micro SD card slot, which is generally the way that all OnePlus devices have been and looks like they will continue to be. One new bit of technology that they do have is UFS 3.0, and this again will aid the speed of the device whilst using less power. Now, we said it was a gigantic display, but the actual figures are 6.67 inches, and it is for the first time on a OnePlus device a Quad HD Plus display. It is AMOLED, and OnePlus refer to it as Fluid AMOLED. It's got a PPI density of 516, and one of the best things about this display, and something that I mentioned in one of my leaks videos, is it has a 90 Hz refresh rate. And in layman's terms, the difference between a 60Hz display and a 90Hz display is just simply it refreshes at a quicker rate, so that when you're moving through and doing certain things on your device, it will appear to you to be far smoother and quicker, which is going to be absolutely amazing for not only gaming, but also the general day-to-day use of your device. Animation speeds, etc. are just going to look mwah. Of course, it's not quite as good as the 120Hz in the Razer phone, but of course, in my humble opinion, and most people's probably, this display looks much nicer than the Razer phone due to the almost complete bezel-less display. And of course, again, it's going to divide opinion, but this Pro model does come with a curved infinity display. The regular OnePlus 7 is going to be a flat display, so if you prefer flat, then go with the regular 7. I personally quite like curved displays, so I think it looks really nice. If we flip to the reverse, this is, as I said, the Nebula blue color, and like many devices that are currently on the market, this sort of new trend over the last year or so of the colored gradient backs, it's very much on trend. The back, believe it or not, is still made of glass, but due to its multiple layers, it actually absorbs the light, but then there's also an anti-glare layer which reflects it back out, and when the light hits it, it just looks beautiful. One of the main differences is the fact that it is a matte finish, unlike a lot of the glossy phones that we see. And this is going to be great for that phrase, fingerprint magnet. It's not as much going to be a fingerprint magnet. And as you can see, we have a triple threat. A triple camera setup which consists of a primary 48 megapixel Sony IMX586 lens with f1.6 aperture with OIS and EIS. Also, we have a 16 megapixel ultra wide angle lens with f2.2 aperture, which I do love on a smartphone, and it has a telephoto lens with f2.4 aperture, which has 3 times optical zoom, and then with additional digital zoom it can go up to 10 times. Obviously not quite the distance of the Huawei P30 Pro, but I'm very interested to see how it performs. And don't worry, camera comparison videos are coming very soon. Sooner than you think. The actual battery capacity is 4000 mAh, which I think, knowing how good the battery optimization is in OnePlus devices, or has been, seeing it jump up into the 4000s should, and I need to test it in more detail, but it should give you really, really solid, if not amazing, battery life. The only potential downside is the larger AMOLED display and the fact that it is now a Quad HD Plus panel and not Full HD, which again may have an effect on battery life, and you can't toggle it down like you can on the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus, for example. One new feature based on the comment sections of previous OnePlus devices, and that's stereo speakers, baby. Baby. No. It's got stereo speakers for the first time on a OnePlus device. They're not front firing like we see on the Google Pixel 3, for example, but that's understandable. We have no bezels to put them on, so they are bottom and top firing, but it's stereo. So again, another improvement. There's a 10-layer cooling system. The haptic vibration has completely been reconfigured. We also have an in-display fingerprint sensor, which apparently has a larger surface area than the 6T. So again, should be more accurate and more reliable. It is still an optical fingerprint sensor and not a 3D one. So potentially not quite as secure, but probably a bit quicker. And we also have, apparently according to OnePlus, faster face unlock than before, which was already lightning quick, but I need to test that in more detail due to the fact that to use the face unlock, you have to use the front-facing camera, obviously, but where's the front-facing camera? It is, of course, a motorized pop-up camera, similar to what we've seen with the Vivo Nex before, and that front-facing camera is a 16 megapixel sensor with f2.0 aperture. Having a little play around with it, it does feel pretty quick, but again, wait for the full review. And of course, due to moving parts, durability will come into question. OnePlus say 300,000 times that can pop up and down, which works out at 150 times a day for 5 years. If that's true, we should be all right. Obviously, we'll have to wait and see. Also, one great feature about the camera is that it has a drop sense mechanism that if you actually drop your phone, the camera instantly retracts. So in terms of dropping it on the floor and it's snapping, again, if it works, shouldn't have a problem. It is running with Android P with Oxygen OS over the top, which is of course their in-house skin. Knowing OnePlus, that will very quickly jump to Android Q when it's released. They generally tend to be pretty quick at the uptake of upgrading the software. So OnePlus with the 7 Pro almost, in my opinion, have entered into a brand new market. The OnePlus 7 seems to have a similar identity to what we've seen from the company before, but with the OnePlus 7 Pro, this is their first big step into that top of the range premium smartphone arena, a decision that will certainly divide opinion amongst the community. But not only do I think it will attract new customers to OnePlus, but I also think it will cater to certain areas of the already established OnePlus community who just want that little bit more in a OnePlus device and are willing to pay a little bit more for it. Tons more features and detail I will be going into in my full review. If you want to see that, make sure you are subscribed to the channel and you've turned on the notification bell so that when I post a video, you are notified. And now, the giveaway. Where unfortunately on this occasion, I can't give away the OnePlus 7 Pro because I need it for testing and more videos for you guys, but I am going to be giving away a OnePlus device, and that is of course a brand new OnePlus 6T. For more information on that giveaway, head over to my Instagram, ASB_YT, and find the post relating to this video for all the information on how to enter. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about the OnePlus 7 Pro. Is it something you're interested in? Are you going to go out and buy it? Do you think having two models on launch is a good move by OnePlus? Like and share if you did enjoy this video and found it helpful, and I'll see you in the next one. CSBYT, peace out.